Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode with Learn English with Kevin. In today's lesson, we're going to be looking at the best phrases that you can use in a business email in 2022. So, if that interests you, then stick around. So you've clicked on this video because you're unsure about how to write a business email without adding extra phrases which don't really make any sense. So what I've done is I've broken it down into different sections. So let's say you're writing to your boss or you're writing to a colleague. Those would be two different ways on how to address that. Maybe you want to apologize for something. Maybe you want to thank someone, or maybe you want to add an attachment. So I've got all the bases covered, different situations with all the phrases that you can use. And also in the link below in the description, you can find all those phrases as well. So if you want to have a look at those while we look through the video together, then please do. So let's get started, shall we? So my personal favourite would be hello or hi and then their name. The reason for this is generally because it's a phrase that we use in most emails, to be honest. Most of the emails that I receive from my work, from my colleagues, are always like this. This is because I already either know them or we've got a rapport. It's just a friendly way of starting the email. But if you do want to make it a little bit more formal, you could write dear and then their name. So, dear Kevin, for example. This is another great way. It's a bit more formal than hi and hello, but it's also a great option. But let's say that you need to make sure it's the most formal style of email. So, what you can do is add the dear, and then we add a title, so either Mr. or Mrs., or maybe they are a professor, you could add professor, doctor, and then we add their surname. So this is important if you really want to add formality. So you've decided who you're writing your business email to, so you've added the dear or hello. The next thing that you need to do, which you probably forgot to do, is we add a friendly message at the start of the email. For example, you could say, I hope you are well. I hope you've had a good weekend. I hope all is well. I hope you are enjoying your holiday. I hope this email finds you well. It was great to see you on Friday. It was a pleasure to meet you yesterday. So we can add that phrase at the beginning of the email just to add a bit of friendliness so that the email doesn't read as being quite cold, as text is very difficult to understand the emotion of. So that's why we add a message of friendliness. So once you've added your friendly message at the start of the email, we've got different options where we can go. So the first option we're going to look at is why you are writing this email. So if this is the case for you, you can add phrases like these. I'm writing to you about. I'm writing to you with regards to. I'm contacting you to inform. This is just a quick note to. This is just a quick reminder about. This email is just to let you know that. So these phrases are great for adding a reason to your email. Now let's have a look at the next option. So let's say you've received an email already and now you need to reply to them regarding that email. So if this is the case for you, you can use these phrases here. I just got your request for. As we discussed, I would like to send you. Thank you for your email about. Thanks for your quick reply. Thanks for your feedback on. So these phrases are great for responding to a previous email, just to make sure that they know that you have read their email. Now let's have a look at the next scenario. Let's say you need to say sorry for something. Maybe a late response, or maybe you missed a meeting, something along those lines. So if this is the case for you, you can use these phrases. Sorry for my late reply. I apologise for the late response. Sorry, it's been so long since my last email. Sorry that it took so long to get back to you. Now these phrases are great for apologising. It's always good to say sorry if you've done something wrong, even if it's only a small thing. Now the next part of the email, we've got what we call the main body. So this is the main bulk of the email. So let's have a look at some examples of what phrases you could use in the main body. So let's say you need to add an attachment. So this is like a file, anything along those lines. So if this is the case for you, we can use phrases like these. I've attached. Please find attached a copy of. Here's the document that you asked for. Please take a look at the attached file. So these phrases are great just to remind the reader that you have attached the file and that they need to download that file and have a look at it. The next scenario would be that you need to make a request, or that you are asking a question, or you have an inquiry. So if this is the case for you, you can use phrases like these. Could you please? Could you possibly tell me? I'd really appreciate it if you could. I was wondering if you could. It would be very helpful if you could send me. The next situation would be that you need to clarify something. So let's say that you've received a previous email and you are not 100% sure what they mean by a few things. So you need to clarify it. So if this is the case for you, you can use phrases like these. Could you please clarify? If I understood you correctly, you would like me to? What exactly do you mean by? Could you explain what you mean by? In other words, would you like me to? So the next situation would be that you want to either share information or you want to say that you have received their information. So if this is the case for you, you can add phrases like these. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you for the heads up. Thank you for the notice. Just a quick reminder that. Just a quick heads up that. Please keep me updated. Now, let's say that you need to either get approval for something or you need to give approval for something. So, if this is the case for you, you can use phrases like these. Please let me know if this is okay with you. What are your thoughts on this? What do you think? Please let me know what you think. You can go ahead with. Now, let's say that you need to schedule something in a calendar. You need to organise a meeting or ask them when they are available. So if this is the case, you can use phrases like these. I'd like to schedule a meeting on Monday, if you are available then. I'm available on Monday, if that's convenient for you. Would you be available on Friday? Can you make it on Friday? I'm afraid I can't make it on Friday. How about Wednesday? Or you could say, I'm afraid we need to reschedule, delay, postpone, put back, cancel, call off, move, or rearrange our next meeting, depending on your situation. And the last situation, which you would be writing a business email for, would be to give some bad news. Now, this is a very difficult one because nobody likes to give bad news, but if this is the case, you can use phrases to soften or to make it more polite about the bad news. So let's have a look at the phrases. Unfortunately, we are unable to. I'm afraid it will not be possible to. Unfortunately, I have to tell you that. We regret to inform you that. After careful consideration, we have decided not to. I'm sorry to tell you that. I'm afraid it won't be possible to. Now, nobody likes to give bad news, but if that's the case for you, then those phrases are really useful. So we're nearly at the end on how to write a business email in 2022. So if you found the phrases useful so far, then please take 2 seconds to hit that like button and also consider subscribing, because every week I'll be making useful videos just like this one. So let's have a look at how to end an email correctly. The first closing would be when something is expected from the reader. So let's have a look at some example phrases you can use for this situation. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Thank you in advance. Any feedback on this matter would be highly appreciated. I would appreciate your help in this matter. The next situation would be offering help or information. So if this is the case for you, we can use phrases like these. I hope you find this helpful. I hope that answers all your questions. If I can be of any further assistance, please let me know. If you have any more questions, please let me know. Please do not hesitate to contact me if you have any questions. Now, the next situation for closing an email only applies to if you apologized at the beginning of the email. So we need to apologize again for something. So if this is the case for you, then you can add these phrases here. Thank you for your understanding. I hope this is okay with you. Sorry I couldn't be of more help. Thanks again for your patience. And then we are nearly there on how to write a proper business email. The last thing we need to do is to say goodbye. So a few examples of this would be best regards, all the best, best wishes, cheers. Now this is used generally in British English. Or you could say, have a great day. Thank you for sticking around to the end of the video. If you want to further improve your English, then why not check out the next video here.